Well, greetings, friends. Thank you for joining us again today. There's a scripture in the New Testament that sometimes it's just hard to apply to our lives. It's Romans 8:28. And it says this, and we know, I want you to notice that word know, we know, because sometimes we really don't know, but we know all things work together for good to those who love God and are called according to his purpose. Now, the two stipulations I think in this scripture is those who love God and those who are called according to his purpose, those who are following his will. Now, there's sometimes that things come our way that we get out of the will of God, or there's people that don't love God and things happen to them that might not be the will of God. It's not God's will for any to perish, but we know that all things work together for good. And there's times in our life when we just question, why is this happening? Why is this happening? But we're in the perfect will of God. I think about the Old Testament. I think about Joseph when he was sold into Egypt. Joseph, I'm sure, had these questions. God, what's going on? I'm leaving my family. My brothers don't like me. And I'm taken to a foreign country. I'm sure that he didn't understand what was going on. Even though he'd had these dreams, about his family bowing down to him. He didn't know what was going on, but he continued to follow God. And God was working the plan out. He had a plan. God saw a big picture. You see, God had to get Jacob and his boys out of Canaan, because if he'd have left them there at this particular time, I believe that they would have started intermarrying with the locals, and that was forbidden. And corruption would have come into God's people. Why do I say that? Well, first of all, if you look at Genesis chapter 38, you'll see where Judah, and of course Judah is the lion of the tribe of Israel. Judah is where the lineage of Christ. Judah took a Canaanite wife and had 3 sons. 2 of them were evil and God killed them. And he took a Canaanite wife. And so already it's starting to infiltrate with the corruption and the culture around them. So God had to get Jacob and his sons to Egypt. And he did this through a famine. So all this, God was working something. He saw a big picture. Now, when they got to Egypt and the nation grew and they were established, you see, when they got to Egypt, they were separated. They weren't with the Egyptians. They were separated, and God had to do all of that. And then he brought them back in to possess the land. So we know that for those who love God, that God works together. Everything works together for good to those who love God and are called according to his purpose. So my friends, let me just encourage you. Whatever you're going through with, whatever struggles, whatever problems, whatever you're facing, just follow Christ, follow God, love him and follow his will, and everything will fall in place. He sees a big picture. He's trying to take us somewhere. We can't see the full picture. We don't see the full puzzle. We're just have little pieces of the puzzle, so to speak. But God's trying to take us somewhere. Follow him. God bless you. Look forward to seeing you again tomorrow. Bye-bye.